everybody, this is Spirelli and we are back with the Banner Saga. So, what we need to do right now is... Wait, it was either help defend the wall, which is what I kind of want to do, or make sure that the riot's done by the dogs, which the ravens do, which is also really interesting because we got to see like amazing Hulk man again. Or the other option is, find a safe place. But I don't think that's worth it. So I'm gonna go to help defend the walls. Even though I'd kinda like to meet Hulkman again, but Stone Thing is going to wreak havoc on us if we don't take care of it, Avatar. So this will be a rough fight, but we've got to take it down. You ready? Okay. So he can be in and I'll let you take Hogan's place. Strength. This is the aggro that I don't want. That. Give him the dog strength because he'll be in the thick of it. And let's get your extra strength back. Okay, easy peasy. Let's deal with him first. So, this is a weird setup. I need to hit him, so his strength is gone. Gunoff needs some more armor, doesn't he? And she needs more willpower because she needs so much of it. All that. Oh, nice. Yeah, he has 4 life by the time he gets to make his first wave. Oh, but... Right, I remember him. See, he's doing something. He might be healing. So... we really need to get to him. Yes, he is. Okay. I am going to hit you on the way there. But obviously need to get there. And then we need to get rid of you because you are summoning somebody. Get rid of armor. Oh, get off! Oh my god, I can do this and it makes sense this time. Okay. I won't be able to do much this turn, but at least I'm here starting to hit. And hit. That blew up in their faces. Oh, I should use their ability. Though I don't know where people are gonna go, but let's try this. Almost get rid of her. Him. Someone here. I'm attacking him first because the second person hits harder, so. And you, we want to. Okay, I really need to remember that next time I just focus here. Not gonna. Seems like we made it. There's really a lot of touch outside. Where did I go? Oh, I didn't want to go to the heroes. This morning, says if I saw him. Bella is here. I think I won't be long now. Eben leans silently on his stone. Into your clansman counts you out of breath. Rook, he says, things are really bad. Look, there's nothing you can do about this point, but a lot of the caravan have been robbed, killed, just disappeared. Those of us left are gonna split up and hide where we can. Wanted you to know in case we somehow pull through this. He runs off, clearly distressed. Your crewman's wondering if this could have played out another way. Well, yeah, like, if you don't find them a place to stay, then they're gonna be attacked. If you don't find them food, then they're gonna stop. If you don't defend the wall, then they're gonna be overrun. If you don't defend docks, then they're like, but you can't be everywhere! You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will take a full day. Investigate the riots. We didn't do it yesterday. When you get down to dock, it's pandemonium. Few works and ships now as the ravens stand over bodies of people while a huge crowd roars in anger. Bulwarks' axe are covered in blood. What happened? You shout, pushing away through the rioters. What do you think would happen? Responds Bulwark coolly. Didn't take them long to figure out we're building ships right under their nose and they can't have one. You're gonna lend a hand or just stand around? Fight alongside the ravens. You have your axe and join the ravens in pushing people back. Only using deadly force when you have to. But feels like they say that they finally gave up in disperse. Took longer than usual, says Bulwark. Probably be a while before they trade that again. You leave feeling like you just slaughtered an army. Ivor, you again. Can we really keep this up? Ivor looks like he hasn't slept for days. We've lost a lot of fighters in months. The weight of the situation is crushing you. Then, from far in the distance, you hear a horn. Twitch, don't use one, it occurs to you. Avon appears at your side, just as a long caravan of people come into view. Twitch turning to attack them. Who's that? It can't be, says Ivan. He runs towards the gate, shouting, you see their banners? Heiken! So you wonder how they got there. The gates have heaved open and you charge onto the field, clearing a path through the church. Nice! So, Ganav, I'm gonna let you rest and put in Hogan. I don't have enough to level you. Rook isn't even in these fights, so like, why the hell is he? Okay, there's a slinger here, slinger there, but none of the summoners. We're gonna do this side first. Just get out of the way for him to be here, then go there, and you'll be fine. And now we will flail him. Hogan! Mogan! There you go. Dream team. Set up a trap there. I don't know whether they're going to be going there, but it seems to be good use of their abilities. No, sorry. I wanted to attack. Yes. Okay, this one's at 1, so we're not going to need it any mine now anymore. One more step and you would have been in there. You're not diagonally anymore. I'm gonna hit you though. Let's get closer to here. I can hit him. 2. And that's fine. Have 2 of them out of the way. He has more life, so let's go at him. But that flail, that was only... You can just attack, God. You got that strength. Take up there. Nice one. Okay. Gotta deal with the big one. I'll take off some of the strength. Okay. Fly on the next two. I haven't killed anybody yet, so can't get more willpower. Hey, what you doing? Right, take away his armor so we can get to him. Nice shot. I think I'll kill 3 of them. Flail him. killing him a lot. Come on, no, hit us. Well, fine. Whoever's next can just kill him. And that's yours. Okay, so now we get Hogan. So like the two parties are combined. I mean, if you remember, they crossed paths shortly before, but we couldn't interact with each other. Juno! I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Avon. She smiles and I embrace. Avon is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't dare believe she's real. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Circle. I ran into problems. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two of those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross, whereas the treads are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore, they're everywhere. We noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Inkwell. I take it the others didn't. Haken becomes quiet, then he motions toward Juno. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellara is here. Gods be damned. I thought I was free of the menace. I'll deal with Bellara. Come on. No need to tempt him by standing out here. Okay, are we really dealing with him? Hagen's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of tractors they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Bosker. 280 walls, 315 supplies, yes. Hagen joins you with his personal bodyguard, Margaret. Behind him the brains fluid and his entourage are in tow, though looking less than pleased to be here. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Avon. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Avon power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision for just a moment. And now it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you need it. You can't find the words to argue. What did she do to our head? Why do we have such a short banner? You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are walking through unfamiliar grounds behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of Tretch who are all facing toward an enormous stone head. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Is this a dream? Because this feels like a dream. There's a godstone. Look at that! They're all just standing there. This must be a dream, because what else would it be? We're at the godstone of Strahd. He glanced nervously around, but the church didn't seem to hear. It's okay, you can speak, softly. Is this way going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere, instead. No, the church cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension there. Who are you? I wish you had time for proper introductions. My name is Juno. I'm on the Mender Council. You've met Avon, my apprentice. How are you doing these things? Controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You're right, Menders do these things. Some are still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother's restoration. We are called Valka. I believe I'm the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Bellara? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them. Though even some Valka have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellara is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is we are rarely a match for the Sandra anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also a weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sandra simply grow older and more powerful. Bellara is both immortal and beyond my influence, to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. Why did you pick me? Didn't you take Avon or Haken? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Avon must keep Bergsgard from falling while we are here. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw thoughts of each person when I arrived at Bergsgard. You were the only one I knew would return. But he's a level 1 character, you know that. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Alet no matter what. That's true. What are we doing out here? Do you know the God of Staves? Few know his stone exists, even amongst those who have lived there, who lived their whole lives in Bergsgard. While Dengro deals in fortune, Staves taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequences, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. You need a piece of the silver. The god straw is wrested by imagery of silver weapons. The myth says he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who see God of stone call him the god of trade. The vendors call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by treasure? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about stars. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Strauss have something to do with Cerber the Minotaur? What was it then? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had time at the mended libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feels. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. I mean, there's some truth to that. Let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you need to dislodge at least a fistful of metal. You'll forge it into an arrow to slay Belor. Right after everything you've told me. Make a magic arrow to shoot Belor, that's all it takes. Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Belor, even if it were to strike his heart. He has no physical weakness, but it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of it with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead? That is the most that he really can't be killed? No. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he'll be quite upset. First we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. Shrugs knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Look, I'm not certain how the Tretch will react when you do this. And behind us is sun and sun, so be careful. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you. That sounds wonderful. Wonderful, yes. Oh my god, what are you doing to me? Why do I have to do this? Why? Approaching back of the sun, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of silver vein. Even without looking onto the Tretch, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Okay. An important thing to do is that panic never helps. But if you take a breath and you calm down and you try doing it thoroughly and slowly as you can while panicking, it will help. So climb higher where it may be easier to remove. To climb, you can't help but notice the stony mask of Tretch lying up before the godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. Tretch don't react. Look for another piece. While you glance quickly around to see if there's any more low-hanging fruit. You're able to pry away another smaller piece of silver ore before your nerves give out. You nimbly descend to where Juno's waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the Tretch, the heads turn in unison to follow. Tretch that lingers and shaking your hands. The tread that lingers and the shaking in your hands does not subside for hours. You approach the gates of Bursgoat again, relieved that they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Lad rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've got through the gates. Eunice nods at Riordan and tells you, take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to do which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you're done. Okay. So this very much seems like it's gonna end soon. I will level some heroes, I think. Because I have the money now. Her and him. And I want her to break shield better. We have 3 level 5, 4 level 5, 5 level 5. Hey, Ursa is there again. Luden I never leveled apparently. So, uplift. You also get. Okay. So I spent all my money on leveling my units. I will end this video here because I expect this to end somewhat soon, but not within the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, there's only 5 minutes left. So I want to make a new video for the end of this game, it seems to me. Because what's going to happen after we fake kill Banner. It's a really crazy approach, but I'm sure it'll work. So I'll see you in the next part, which will be probably the last. Thanks for coming along on this journey, and until then.